almost 9:30 in the morning. I know. And it's Tuesday, and it's April 24th. And it's a beautiful, wet morning. It did rain, and it just smells so clean. It just smells so fresh. And yes, it's cold, and yes, it's damp, and yes, it's kind of got a chill in the air, but it just smells so clean. The dust is not in the air. The rain has washed it down. And overnight, my green grass that was brown is green. And the blossoms on my cherry tree are exploding. Doesn't take much water to let Mother Nature do her thing, and what a beautiful sight it is. And when the next sunny day comes, it's just going to go nutso out there. And frankly, I'm looking forward to it. So yeah, I'm a little bit late this morning. It was kind of a relaxed morning, even though I've been up early. A lot of other little things to do, and that's okay. But I am here now, and I didn't want to let another minute go by. I felt compelled and drawn to sit here at the computer. Excuse me, don't mean to be coughing at you. And I'm like, okay, hold on. Whoopsie. Though the dust may be down outside, and now I have to get rid of the one that floated in the house, right? During all those windstorms. I haven't got it all, but I'm working on it. So I asked which deck to use, and at first I thought it was going to be the Angels of Abundance. It's really what I thought. And then as I reached out for it, my hand went in a different direction. We're going to go here. I know, surprise. It's going to be the regular Angel Tarot deck, created by Doreen Virtue and Radley Valentine, published, of course, by Hay House. Hold that thought. And I was just like, as soon as I picked the box up, I was getting ready to use it to move aside to pull the Angels of Abundance deck. I was like, no, we're going to use this one. And as you know, if you've been following me for a while, we do always put these readings into prayer and ask that they be uplifting, strengthening, empowering, guidance, give you those aha moments, those thoughts of clarity, all the good stuff that we need. You know, I don't do bad readings. I just tell it like it comes. One more. Okay. We'll do it again. And I do want to thank all of you that joined me yesterday during the group energy healing. It was delightful to do the follow-up and see how many people it helped. And when people tell me they're at a 10 and it drops to 5, and then, 30 minutes later it's down to a 1 or a 0, which is, the best that it can be. And pain was decreased even after the energy healing session was done. People continued to watch it. And the most beautiful thing that I heard yesterday is that it does continue, which was my sincerest hope. And I mean hope, because it's not something I've put out there like this before, where you can watch the replay and still have your pain or your physical issues reduced. And that's something that I was really praying for yesterday, and it got affirmed. And it was like, thank you, Lord. So I heard stop shuffling. Let us see indeed what God and His Son, Holy Spirit, and all of our love beings, angels, and guides have to say for us on this terrific Tuesday. I'm just beyond words today that it actually rained. It was so uniquely warm yesterday that I had my windows open. I turned the heat down. And when I got up this morning, I forgot that I had set the thermostat that low. And I was like, ooh, a little chilly in the air, but not bad. One of the things about buying an older home, they were built well back then. Yes, there are parts of it that are not perfect, but this house was built in 1935. It's very solid. It's made of stucco and concrete block. This home is very, very solid, and it has settled all that it's going to settle. And that, to me, is very special. So when I got up, I was like, a little bit of a chill in the air. It's quite funny, actually. So I didn't put it where I normally put it. I just raised it up 2 degrees, back to where I used to keep it about a year ago. And it's actually quite comfortable. Like, that'll work. This is good. I know that there's another card waiting to come out. It's like, literally, Monica, focus. Well, fine, I will. That din you heard was a message. But we're not going to worry about that right now. That one. This one. Which one? Both. Okay. Both of those. And this one. Fine. I wasn't sure which way that was going to fall. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Now we have to put it in the order that they fell. Okay. We got us a 6-card read, as they say. And indeed, let's go see what today's messages are all about. I do want to share that. Something that came to mind the other day. Sometimes the reading tells an entire story and it fits perfect for your situation or scenario. Sometimes it's just one card that resonates with you. Sometimes it's just one image that might resonate with you. So I do want to share that. When we do general readings like this, they are, of course, for the general public. And sometimes the whole message is what you need to hear, but sometimes it's just one card. So let's go see what these 6 are. First one. Okay. Somebody's overthinking something. I know. The 5 of Air. The air suit in this particular tarot deck indicates your thoughts, your intellect, what's going on in your head, what decisions have you made. It's like, okay, but you're overthinking something, and you're like worrying about the fact that you made an unwise choice. If you made, operative word, made an unwise choice, that's already in the past. So let it go. You don't have to keep dwelling on it, and learn what you can from what actually transpired. This is a lesson that you had to go through, is what I'm hearing. And, we have that free will. That's what the good Lord gives us. And there are always lessons to be learned in every action and in every decision. But I want you to take a very close look, kind of look back just a little bit, and review what everyone that was involved, what were their motives in getting you involved or your family involved or the work involved. Make sure that you don't fall victim to that action again. Next card. Woohoo! That unwise choice, it may not have been such an unwise choice after all. Because here's the Chariot, Archangel Metatron. So maybe whatever that was, now it's time to move forward. An important achievement. This is time to have the yin and the yang, the black and the white, not the gray. Very clear, very concise. You can literally drop the reins and let God go forward with you. And you will fly higher than you can ever begin to imagine. This is a time for self-discipline and willpower. Don't go off on a tangent. It's like extremes in anything are not appropriate. It's also talking about public recognition. Public recognition to me is maybe an accolade from a boss or a business partner or from a community. Did you do something special? Are you in a volunteer group? Are you in a rescue? There will be that recognition for what you give of yourself that is going to come forward for you here in these next few days. I literally heard the next few days, so that means this week. Next card is going to talk about earthly. So let's take a peek. Alrighty, you need to let go of these worries and these fears. The wisdom to accept help from others. We've been talking about that a lot lately. When someone offers you help, don't be stubborn. It is okay to say yes, thank you, so that it also will free you up in order to pay it forward at a later date. The 5 of Earth, don't worry about the money. It is going to fall into place. You do need to take action. Hello, action. Get on the chariot and ride. And this is talking that you're concerned about what you're doing for a living, that you're self-employed. Are you hesitating about where you are right now in life? Kind of let go of that just a little bit. The Chariot's already telling you that you're going to be moving forward. Take a look at the self-employment that you had. Maybe you jumped full-time when it should have been part-time. So maybe you want to get a part-time job to kind of fill in those spaces of where you feel that you're lacking. Lack comes from fear, false evidence appearing real. Keep that in mind when you make your decisions, and it's okay. Take a breath, come to the here and now, and what can you do to make things better? Next card. We got our emotions tied up with this too. Alrighty. But it is talking about a celebration. Again, put your fears aside. Release your worries, your fear, your lack, your concern, your guilt trips that you're putting yourself through. Let go of that. Give it up to God and come back to where you need to be. Can't look back to the past and say, gee, I wish if. Can only come to the now and say, what can I do now? Because this will bring you a time of celebration. Whether it's an achievement, whether this is a birth announcement, whether this is a wedding announcement, an engagement, a celebration, a graduation, a certification being completed, a job offer that's in a different country. I also heard a job offer to take you home. Wow, a job offer to take you home. You do need to have a little bit more fun. You've been way too serious lately. If you get a chance, remember what it's like to be a child again. Listen to the laughter of children when they're playing. They have like zero cares in the world when they're having a good time. Release your inner child, even if it means doing my crazy little thing, and that's blowing bubbles in the wind and watching the squirrels and the birds chase them. It's time to have a little bit of playtime. Well, this is beautiful. We're getting another major arcana. And yeah, there is a full moon coming up, so this is perfect because it is the moon card. And Archangel Haniel, of course, it's all about your intuition, all about your psychic abilities, all about your clairs, all about your feelings, those gut feelings that you get with the new moon, with the full new moon coming. There you go. With the full moon coming, this is a time of psychic awareness. A lot of people are feeling very pulled when the full moon shows up. I happen to love the full moon time. It does open up your psychic abilities a little bit more. Okay, so I don't blame things on planetary alignment. Okay, so let's get that straight. But when the full moon is there, this is when the tides are the strongest. The moon does have an influence directly on our planet. It also has a direct influence on our bodies. And if you allow it to, you can make it the greatest and the joyous time, or you can be completely miserable. Do you want to be the tide that's coming in, or do you want to be the tide that's going out? So this is a time to take a look at that. There are some things going on behind the scenes that you've been frustrated about because you don't know about them. And you feel like everybody's putting you on a delay button or a hold button. Don't you hate when you're on hold on the phone? And it's just like, let that be. Those things have to fall in place. They are involving other people's free will choices as well. But the divine timing does take place, and it will happen exactly when it's supposed to happen. So release those fears. You haven't missed out on anything. You haven't missed an opportunity. Those unwise choices and, oh, did I do the right thing, are not serving you any purpose. Release, let go, things are going to fall into place. And now let's talk about passion. Got a little bit of everything here. Yeah, focus, focus, focus. The King of Fire. Communicate with vision and be a strong leader. When you communicate with vision, make sure that what you're saying is exactly what you mean. You know, don't say, hi, the sky is green when it really is blue. Make sure that you're communicating clearly. Don't use fancy words that you don't really know the meaning of or that don't make sense to anyone else. Don't let someone feel lower than you because you're over communicating in your skills. You know, this is a time to literally sit down and listen to the advice that you're being given, whether that's from a partner, a mentor, a spouse, a significant other, a teacher. You know, take that advice and take it to heart. Write it down. If you're not ready to use it right now, write it down, because this is literally saying they've been there, done that sort of thing, and it's okay. And they may have a solution you've never thought about, or that might take you a little bit out of your comfort zone, but it's well worth the trip. Woo! There is a powerful reading for a Tuesday, and I am going to go ahead and close this one. If you'd like a personal reading from me, I do have time still in the month of April. It is on my website, which is houseofangelcardreadings.com. Go to the readings page. My half-hour reading is still on sale, and there is something there for everyone's budget. Big, 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 big plea. I'm going to put a plea out there. For those of you who know my passions, you know that I'm hugely passionate about saving endangered horses. My $10 reading is an email reading. Every dollar of that goes towards a fund to save horses. And the situation's getting worse and worse and worse, and more being dropped by the thoroughbred racing industry, by colts being pulled away, from fillies being pulled away from their mares, because the mares are going to the slaughterhouses and they can't use the colts, can't use the fillies, and they're sitting in feedlots just kind of waiting to get fat enough to be sold per pound weight. And I really can't deal much more with that, but I am here to make a difference, and I really would appreciate if you'd help me. We got to do something about this, and the best way that I know to do that is not only to put the funds aside, but also to have my own property, and that is something I am adamantly and regularly looking for. And that way I know where they're being shipped, I know where they're coming to, I know who the vet will be, I know who the farrier will be. Yes, we have a nationwide network of beautiful and wonderful, amazing individuals and volunteers that help with this as well. But from my standpoint, I need to get that done here locally. I can't, yeah, I can worry about what's going on elsewhere, but getting them to me, or getting them to a place where I know is safe, is beyond expensive. So I will let each individual in each state handle theirs, and I'm going to handle Colorado as much as humanly possible. And if we need to bring some from Louisiana or Texas or Oklahoma, so be it. Nebraska or Wyoming, then so be that as well. At least those are relatively close. But I can't rescue the ones up in Maine, and I can't rescue the ones up in Montana, unless we can find some amazing volunteers that'll transport for free. And I don't think that's going to happen right now. So on that note, please visit my website, take a look at the reading. It is email, it is used with one deck. It's the Angel Answer Oracle cards. It's one question, it's $10, and know that you're helping a very important cause. Thank you for my page growing, House of Angel Card Readings on Facebook. Phenomenal, thank you. We're just a couple away from the next milestone, and I'm excited about that, because when we hit that next milestone, I'm going to do another sale. So share it, like it, invite people, have a good time with it. If you are in pain, I invite you to go to Energy Healing with Monica on Facebook as well. The video that we did is posted. Please listen to it. It's very short, relatively speaking. Listen to it, focus on it, listen to the instructions, and let's see if we can help you get out of pain even after the date. Be blessed, be well. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Talk to you soon. Bye.